Yeah, John, I was just saying it's good to step out of your comfort zone and do a little cultural plunge every once in a while.
Apparently,
Funny.
Andre getting out of his comfort zone is him going to a Waka Flocka Flame concert
Oh, bro, you know how uncomfortable I would be in the midst of that in Atlanta,
as an almost 7 foot white dude. I can imagine.
Just sitting there with the Glock on him.
bro. I don't, at height, might even put a target on my back.
I
There's a lot
just
of testosterone at a Waka Flocka concert. It's
it
just
was
like
just it
to,
wasn't something I was expecting to hear coming out of you. It was like, oh yeah, I wanted to go see my folks are coming into town, but I really wanted to go see this Waka Flocka Flame concert. And I was surprised that he's still actually performing. I didn't think that they were
yeah.
actually still like doing shows and stuff.
Waka Flocka Flame is still, in fact, one hood man.
Keep going. Like I thought, like I didn't know until Stranger Things made it popular again. I didn't know Metallica were still like doing shit. I thought one of them had maybe died or something. Like I thought they retired, and then all of a sudden here they are back doing shows. They're on Fortnite.
Well, you know how it is, man. Even these bands like that were big on like the ballad period, like Air Supply, they're still doing their thing on like cruise ships and stuff.
No, Aerosmith just wrapped. They're done. They're never doing
I
another
don't
one again.
Aerosmith. I'm saying Air Supply.
Oh,
Yeah,
Air Supply. Sorry, I thought you said Aerosmith.
It's all right. I didn't know who the fuck you're talking about anyway. I don't know who Air Supply is.
Air Supply,
Aerosmith, they quit because Steven Tyler's voice is shot.
Yeah.
man. Dude, you don't know who Air Supply is? Come on, man.
Air Supply is a decent band.
Supply.
I don't know who they are.
They did. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost
Oh,
Without you, I
It's
know
because
you're right.
Steven Tyler
huh.
sounds like Bender in A minor now.
Jesus. But no, yeah, I just didn't realize that Walk Flock of Flame was a thing. Also, hello, welcome to episode 5. See, I got myself fucked up. So all of episode 4, I referred to it as episode 3.
Hmm.
So like
We're real
episode 4
organized
is
here, folks.
so like I'm
Very.
pretty sure this is episode 5. Well, we don't technically have a producer, so like
4.
it's just
It's
us.
episode 4.
Episode 4. Well,
I
yeah,
don't
either way.
know. Dang
I'm
it.
pretty sure
Stop asking me.
I'm pretty sure it's 5. I'm pretty sure we're on episode 5. Uh Not including the possible if this unless this is episode 6, if the other episode comes out before this one. But I think that's just gonna come out as a supplementary. I don't think it's gonna come out as a prime episode. Um, Either episode 5, episode 6, one of the two. Um, Craig will tell us. Craig,
I hate all of you.
thanks, buddy. Um,
Yeah. Nani?
Nani?
oh, you guys haven't heard Craig's voice yet. You still
I
haven't
have.
heard his voice
It's
yet.
fucking great.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Craig
you
has a
you out
voice.
you out here confused about what day of the week, what day, what time it is, and we're just all like,
Yeah, I'm just here trying to keep things all organized. All the craziness that's going on in the world. It's been like 2 weeks. We haven't actually sat and chatted in like 2 weeks
yeah.
because we've just been
Oh,
fucking busy. People been traveling, and I went to
yeah.
North Carolina. That was fun. We did some stuff. We did North Carolina things.
Did you take your
John's permanently damaged my eardrum.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
John has permanently damaged my bad ear, my left side, my
Okay.
left ear, which was already not great. It's now permanently damaged.
What
Uh,
happened?
I well, see, so I'm left-handed. If no one knows that, I am left-handed. Steven is right-handed. And so we were doing so I don't want to spoil the video that'll be coming out, but when we were doing certain things for this video, I was not standing on the proper side of Steve that I should have been, and some high pressure gases got blown directly into my ear.
Mm.
And my shit hurt. Like the best part is we went in, we did all that, and then we went in to go to record an episode of not really an episode, but like a supplementary thing. or might actually be an episode. Who knows? This is 5 or 6. That's what I'm saying.
Mop. Mop.
Yeah, we were all
Mop.
walking in like fucking Archer after something, something blows up, and he's just like, ma, like, it was
We
rough.
started out the right way. I don't know where it went downhill.
Don't shoot
And the
the
best part is
fish.
you'll see in the video where we start smart, and then somehow we ended up not.
Oh gosh.
And so yeah, it was just, but yeah, there's a lot of traveling and shit, and there's been a lot of shit going on. So like, we've just been not having a chance to really sit down and just kind of do the thing. So here we are, we're back.
Yeah.
It's fun, and we got this one's actually pretty good because it's me, Anthony, John, and Joe, and Andre.
What it do, baby?
Which I don't think we've either haven't had you in one yet, or
What it do,
we've only been in
baby?
one.
Was in
So
the first. We
You're in the first one.
Celebrity recasting or whatever. Probably.
Yes. Yeah.
That
So
was-
it's been since the first one since you've been here.
Oh.
Oh, and John. So Andre has not really heard about the fucking Chase Bank thing.
Oh Lord.
Tone.
So we mentioned to him that we wanted to talk about this Chase Bank thing because the fuck, and Andre's like, oh, I don't really know what that is. So
Like
I'm
I
not
would
sure.
understanding it even if you explained it to me.
Okay, so basically, these guys went on TikTok and they filmed themselves, and what they did, Andre, is they found, check out this Chase money glitch we found, because real life works like GTA. And what they were doing, where they were writing checks for like
They were
$5 grand or
doing.
whatever, depositing the checks into their account, and then withdrawing that money. Checks that didn't have money attached to them, but mind you, they're writing bad checks.
Now, mind you, this wasn't for like $100, $50. These
No.
were for thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars.
Felony amounts, my friend.
And they're like, look, we found a glitch. If we deposit this check that says we're gonna pay the bank, $10,000, it puts it into our account, and we can just take it out and look at all this cash we got. Look at what we got.
You just overdrafted $5K, my guy.
No,
Now,
like 10
here's-
and 80K. One dude
here's
did
where it gets better.
80,000.
Where is it better? They were writing the checks from their own accounts, tied to the same debit card that they were pulling it out from. They were writing their own bad checks.
And then
This
going
is
to
what
the
happens when you
ATM.
have a generation of children that cut their hair like an alpaca.
That's what happens.
This is why you beat your kids.
This is why you beat your children.
And then here's the kicker. They're going to the ATM and pulling it out on their own debit account. The machine that has the camera that captures your face that you pay your electric bill with. Like,
Yeah.
Hey man,
So-
if you're going to lose, like if you go out like a ski mask on, like that's dangerous to know.
it's still attached to your fucking bank account.
That's the thing. It's all attached to the same account. They are writing the checks tied to the same account that they're depositing the checks into, and then using the debit card to that same account to pull it out. It's all circular.
Sir, how are they depositing the checks?
Into the
They're just-
ATM because
They're walking to the ATM and just depositing into the ATM.
Chase has a feature,
Had.
quote unquote,
Had.
had a feature where if you want to deposit a check, the balance is available instantly on a line of credit that they're lending out to you.
So they're lending out to you without your
Yeah.
consent. Like
Basically,
No.
it's a good faith.
No,
you
you
sign
sign-
on for
you
it when you
sign
sign
up
up for
for
the
it.
account.
It's a good
It's
fix. Yeah.
It's a good faith thing where basically they say, okay, you're depositing this check for $5 grand into the bank. You're depositing this check into this ATM. We are going to work under the good faith assumption that you are depositing a good check, and we are going to allow you access to that $5,000.
yeah, but I
And
think
then
if,
we will just
if you're doing
know,
As a means to encourage people to use checks, because let's be real,
Yes.
checks haven't been really used in the last 10, 15 years.
right.
do the PIN number and work with that. Imagine if someone else gets a hold of your card and is doing this glitch over and over again, you'd be quite
Listen,
pissed.
That's the
it.
thing. It's not a glitch. It's not a glitch. It's a felony. All it is check fraud. They
It's check
They didn't
fraud.
discover anything. They just committed check fraud. It's Chase's stupid program, sure. Sure, it's a dumb program that Chase shouldn't really probably do it. That because you get this kind of situations. But
Some
they
guy
didn't
Chase
discover
was just
nothing.
like,
Now-
oh, shit.
Now I'm going to raise
The
you
best-
because there are some people who are doing even worse than this.
No, the best part was the video, and I apologize, Joe. The best part was the last video, Andre, because I need you to understand the incompetence in play here. The guy goes to show it again, and he finds that Chase has locked all of his accounts, and he goes, "Oh, what the fuck, man? It worked just the other day. I don't know what's up."
Yeah. Well, look.
What do you mean?
Yummy.
No, that's not even the worst part. There were guys out there who were not only doing the check glitch, quote unquote, they also went and got payday loans with the money they used getting the check glitch.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They
oh
went and
my
got
God.
payday loans
Hey,
with
man,
the money.
that's that rich dad, poor dad maneuver.
Oh, fuck that dude.
My
Fuck
guy.
that dude so hard.
My guy.
I
I'm
mean,
just
Rich
How-
dad, poor dad. Oh my
how-
God.
how much has our education system failed? This is why. This is the reason people are saying, "Oh, this." They say the bullshit with like, "Oh, we need to provide all these people that are like the age 20 and below all these things to protect feelings and all this other stuff." And listen, I'm all about mental health. Everyone knows I'm a mental health advocate. Big mental health guy over here. But also, there's a fucking limit. And when the kids who are coming into the workforce now, 18, 19, 20 years old, can't read or do math,
Yeah.
and they think they found a glitch, like the world works in GTA 6 logic.
Yeah. Well, that's the paradox of mental health is if your goal is just your mental health, you're not actually going to have good mental health. You need
Correct.
to feel
This is-
control of
And
your.
then enter Sam Kinison when the kids come in.
I implore, as a parent who very much follows a gentle parenting style, I sit down, I talk to my child. I don't
Yeah.
spank him that often. I can't say I've never spanked him because I've definitely spanked him once or twice. I can never say I've never spanked him. But as someone who, because of my child's proclivities, have to follow a very strict way of parenting my child. Like, I get it. I am imploring, please start beating your kids again. Something, man. Do something. Because, man, I make the joke that we're just slowly waiting for the inevitable heat death of the universe, but that shit's going to come a lot faster. If this is the kind of shit we're going to be dealing with, my guy.
Oh, it's coming faster than you think.
But
Let's go to the spanking discussion because I actually think that's a good point. Like, I'm of the opinion that a quick spanking is a lot more humane than like some of the punishments you see today. Like, I
of course.
hear most of in therapy room is things the parents said to them. Like they said
yeah.
to it,
Mhm.
or I'm putting you. Oh man, I've never heard anyone say, "Oh, my dad spanked me from a place of love," and it really fucked me up.
Yeah. So here's the thing. When done correctly, corporal punishment is an effective tool. The
Mhm.
issue is that not a lot of people can do it correctly because they don't know how. They've never been taught how. It happens. But yeah, no, I'm of the sound mind that spanking is something that you can definitely do for sure. Just
Well,
don't, there's a line you gotta walk.
I just think like it would be nice if some experts were to kind of write about the correct way of doing it to prevent harm, but they risk ostracizing themselves in that community because in that community it's very much like no
Well,
spanking.
yeah, because Mrs. Peanut Crispy, who feeds her kid nothing but granola and cat food every day, doesn't want to hear that every once in a while, maybe smacking her kid in the ass might actually serve some good. So they're not going to buy the book. They got to sell the book. Like
James
this,
Bob's
yeah.
Spank.
Spank your kids, or else they're going to start committing fucking check fraud and putting it on TikTok. This episode of the Dummy Time Podcast is brought to you in part by Southeast Carolina Crossroads. Addiction is a struggle many Americans suffer with. Being a slave to your vices is never a life one wants to lead, and in today's day and age, finding help with addiction, especially for men, can be just as daunting as the addiction itself. Southeast Carolina Crossroads wants to help you break free from the chains of addiction and give you the tools to help not only get out of the damaging cycle, but also provide skills and lessons to help maintain your sobriety. Their 13-week or 90-day residential program is designed to help men get the support they may desperately need to break free from their addiction and go on to live fulfilling lives without the shadows of drugs or alcohol. I have a great friend that suffered with alcoholism. It was ruining his life, his body, and destroying the person that I knew. And although I am not personally a religious person, I was able to see that the good Crossroads had done for him, and I couldn't recommend them more. So if you or a loved one are struggling to kick their addiction, give Crossroads a call at 910-549-8487 or apply online at secarolinacrossroads.com. Once again, that is 910-549-8487, or you can also apply online at secarolinacrossroads.com. Thank you, Southeast Carolina Crossroads, for helping my friend and sponsoring today's podcast.
Like, why am I learning about the Pythagorean theorem but not how to balance a checking account?
See, thank you to my high school who actually had a thing. My high school had a thing called business math, and although it didn't make sense why it was called business math, they did teach you how to balance checkbooks and budgets. I basically learned how to be an adult through my math class that I took as a junior in high school. And I appreciate my high school for having that, because I've heard that it's not a class that was taught all over New York State. It was
No.
specific to my
And
school,
he's-
and I was very much appreciative of it.
And your dumbass still makes bad financial decisions.
Because you know what? All the education in the world can't fix trauma. Hey, you know what does fix some of that trauma? Me buying stupid toys to hang up on my wall.
Retail
I
therapy.
have an answer actually, but you ain't gonna like it.
At least the toys
I
I
have an
buy to hang
answer
up
to
on my
that
wall.
problem, but
At
you're
least
not
the
gonna
toys
like the
that I
answer.
have that I can hang up on my wall, I can show out in public. I can play with my toys in public, and I might look a little weird because, I mean, I'm a grown man playing with a Transformer. But, no one's going to look at the guy playing with his Transformer out and taking pictures of that in the street. You go waving a fucking 7-inch dildo out and around, though. Oh, you're going to get some
I was
questions.
gonna say, you said Transformer. I was like, that's a funny way of saying.
Yeah, I got my Megatron. I got a whole shelf of Megatron over there. I got Optimus Prime sitting right over here. I got my Godzilla figure right here. I'm surrounded by toys.
Is this your flashlight collection, or is this
No. That's
One
kept
way.
in the closet in private.
collection?
Sir,
You don't display yours on the shelf like a normal person?
No.
slips it onto a dildo afterwards.
Damn.
No. Have you ever seen? Okay. So have you ever heard of someone named Starry Fawn?
That sounds like a porn name.
She is.
Okay.
She is the #1 person on OnlyFans, and she is wildly famous because she constantly takes on the biggest sizes of the biggest dildos that Bad Dragon and other similar companies make, as well as cosplaying.
And
And
that's,
she
I'm
keeps
sorry.
it.
that's
She's
the mo-
famous on TikTok because
Like-
she shows off her collection on her fucking display shelf. She has like a bookshelf of cock. It's fucking
well, that's her
amazing.
profession.
That's
know,
a word.
But like there's one video where she's like, when you rage at the video game, and it's her just getting pissed off at a game and then going to the cabinet and just start whipping this fucking 14-inch dick around like a goddamn weapon.
I mean, you know what though? That's pretty much all it's good for.
You bet. Oh my god. I
What
want
is
one.
your profession?
I want one just for fucking.
Why am I picturing an arm
What
with
is your
arm
profession? Stretching.
doing that?
Gape.
Gape.
I'm just saying, at least the toys that
And
I
she's
buy myself, I can
tiny.
display.
She is a tiny human too. It's not like, oh, like this dildo's like, like normal size for a big girl, like that one Australian chick. No.
Wait,
The
like-
worst part is,
Is this
I
like
can't
the
even
one? Is
put
this like the one chick I sent you that like used Patrick Starr as a butt plug?
I think so. Yeah.
Is
I'm
that the
sorry.
same one?
It might
No,
be.
like it just randomly popped up on my Twitter feed, and I'm
Was
like,
she a short
I only
redhead?
have like video games. No, she was blonde.
No,
and
then not
like
her.
literally,
not her.
it was this like sit down Patrick Star thing, and he looked terrified, and then like it was
Oh
like
yeah, that was
his head was
great.
like inserted like
I'm
was ins-
sorry. What?
This is why
yeah.
Brazil. This
It
is why
was so it
Brazil-
was a dildo in the shape of Patrick Star when he's sitting down with the mouth open and agape, just looking horrified, and it just functionally made it of dildo silicone.
I mean, I'm getting that. I'm confused at what I'm hearing. So the lady sat on Patrick Starr's face and swallowed him
Yeah. Head first. So from the tip of the
head
head
first. Yeah, that's what sat on his face and swallowed him. I only thought I'd ever see that in that one Myrtle Beach strip club.
down. No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's I'm both confused and concerned now. Also, it's funny because I'm sitting here and I was thinking about it. I was like, how do we get from spanking to this?
I mean,
But,
that's
you
a
know-
logical course. I mean, that's how I
But, you
became how
know-
I am.
I was just say, it makes sense when you think about it.
No, I'm sorry.
Yes. What are you sending me? All of this that I've talked about too, I can't even put into the video. I can't. The
Goddamn schoolgirl.
The face she's making though. I mean, I can technically put this in the video since it's an image. I don't have to do a lot of work to it. But that is exactly as you described it. Also, I appreciate that she looks just as shocked as Patrick.
I'm sick.
Oh, and it's not even going in her. Oh, that's going in her butt.
Yeah, that's usually where you put those things.
Yeah, that's going in the butt. Oh,
For
well, you
safety's
mean
sake, they go in the booty.
for safety's sake? How is that safer?
Trust me, more malleable.
Okay, I have now learned that the booty hole is more malleable than the other one,
For
And
length,
that
not
there-
for girth.
and there's I also learned that there's a Patrick Star silicone
Butt plug.
thing you can fuck. I don't think that's just a butt plug, John. A butt plug is
I don't-
usually something you can walk around with when you have it inserted. You can't
I
walk around
mean,
with
if
that.
you're
No, that's
if
not a
you're-
plug.
If
That's not a
if you're
plug.
brave enough.
That is.
I'm just
Sir,
saying,
An-
if you're
Sir
brave enough.
Andre-
this conversation.
Andre the Giant couldn't.
Andre,
couldn't
are you
with that thing?
Do you want to be a part of this conversation?
Have you seen it,
It really
Andre?
was-
Have you
my
seen
baby
the
was
wreckage
fine.
to our
I-
childhood?
I mean,
I-
it's not.
you're
It's
still talking
listen. It's not. Like, here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
He
For
says.
a second,
proceeds-
I thought you said-
I saw this against beef. Beef. I love it. I love it. Anyway, I saw this against my will. Like, I was searching up like Treyarch timeline, like Treyarch Zombies timeline. It was an article that I had found on Twitter earlier. And that was in the comment section of one of the videos I was watching, and I was like, oh,
That's
why?
just. So Twitter has this cool thing. All right, so you said you saw that on Twitter, right?
Yes.
All right, so Twitter's got this really cool thing. I don't know why it is, but no matter what it is that you are going to look at on Twitter, if it is viral enough and you look at the comments, you will find a porn bot. It does not matter what it is. I have tried my hardest to escape it, but no matter what it is on Twitter, if it is viral enough, and I don't mean viral like a few million hits, I mean viral like a couple thousand.
Yeah.
Like, all it has to do is hit a couple thousand, maybe have like 30 comments. Hell, I've had our posts that we get like 20 views on. And all of a sudden there's a fucking comment underneath it. I get a little alert saying, "Hey, you got someone commenting on your Twitter post." Oh, cool, engagement. I go to look. Oh, it's some bot saying, "Hey, look at me getting fucked in the ass." Yay. And it's like all over. No matter where you look on Twitter, everywhere you go to each thread, there's like, "Hey, come." It'd be like someone posts like, "Kamala Harris seemed like she was drunk at this interview today," and
Nice.
then the fucking post underneath it was, "I was drunk when I took this dick," with a link to a video or to an OnlyFans page.
It
it's
sounds
like-
like this happened, like in real life. Did this happen
The
in
amount
real
of
life?
Dude, I've seen it so many times.
Did
That
this
actually is a
did-
that actually is a title. I don't know if I didn't look at the comments on it, but when I was scrolling through Twitter, one of the titles of a post I saw was a link to an article that was like, "Kamala Harris looked like she was drunk at some blah 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 blah." Because this election's nothing but just mudslinging at this point. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, no
Idiocracy
doubt,
idiocracy has now come to pass and come into truth. So at this
Well, it's
point, I am
coming.
just
If it
sitting
hasn't
back.
already.
I'm just sitting back and watching it happen. I am.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
I am of the age and level of zero fucks given to where I am now just going to sit back and just watch this shit show happen and just see where I come out. Because what else do I got to do? That's just where I'm at.
I was there in 2016. I got heavy into politics back then, and then I just burnt out from it. And I said, you know what? I'm good. Either way.
The way politics has changed from 2000, I want to say 2000, was it 2006, 2008?
John McCain was the last level of political discourse at that level for that party, and then I forget who I would say is the last level for the Democratic Party.
What do you
Honestly,
mean?
I was like, wait, maybe Barack Obama. For
Yeah.
discourse, Barack Obama,
Yeah,
absolutely.
he never really slung mud.
The first. Hillary was the first real mudslinger
Oh,
in
man.
the recent days. I would say would be Hillary Clinton on that side. I would say when it comes to just creating discourse, though, Barack Obama was a huge
Oh yeah,
he was just so he was just such an enigma at that
John
point.
McCain was the fucking.
I
man,
will
though.
say, dude, Hillary did not take that L with stride. That was childish.
There hasn't been a political campaign where the loser has taken it in stride in the last 12
McCain.
years.
McCain.
McCain.
That's it.
McCain was the last one who lost and was like, all right, and just moseyed his way on to whatever fucking plantation he came from.
God,
that was it. He was gone.
And you've done it again.
Not since then has there been an election or anything political that's happened where the loser was like, okay, I'm gonna take this with grace. Nah, dog. They've been coming at it with just fire, as much bullshit as they can.
I mean, I do appreciate the level of unhinged that is the Gen Z political campaign, because I don't know if you like. I don't think you. I don't know if you do, but if you've watched Kamala's campaign posts on TikTok from Kamala HQ, it's all unhinged. It's unhinged, just beautiful Gen Z nonsense.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would be, if someone was to say, "Hey, I think we should raise the voting age to 26." If you raise the draft age to the fucking draft age to 26, sure. Yeah, sure, man. Because man, I don't know if I could trust an 18-year-old to make a decision like who should be the president.
Gotta be honest, kind of do. You're acting better than some fucking 45-year-olds.
I mean, to be honest, I don't trust many people in this country to pick someone of that much power.
The well-behaved
If I'm being
in
honest.
that generation are such a small minority. It's ridiculous.
It really is. And it's the worst part is they're not that much younger than us.
Let's
In all
stop.
honesty. But it's like,
Let's
oh my
stop
God.
giving the minority credit and ignoring the majority problem.
I don't know, man. I think if you want to vote, you need to pass a test.
I'm also
That
a big
too.
fan. I'm also a big fan of mandated civil or military service where you have to serve this country once you leave high school in some capacity or another. Civil Corps of Engineers or U.S. Park Systems
Some kind of public
or
service.
anything.
Hey,
You have to-
slow down there, Casper Van Dien.
No. I can vibe.
yeah,
I can vibe
I agree with
with a public
that.
service. I can vibe with doing some sort of public service. I can vibe with like,
No,
hey,
Do you want to
feel
live
once you get out of high
forever,
school,
John?
no.
Casper Van
With
Dien.
my luck, that would end up being, and then I actually would be made of nicotine, hatred, and time.
That's basically yeah.
Like,
But
TA
no, I can vibe with like once you're out of high school, like yeah, maybe you should have to go into some kind of public service, just so that way you can spend a year or two serving serving your fellow man, and kind of getting a feel for like actually giving a fuck about somebody else. So
Yeah.
that way when you go on to do whatever the fuck you want to do, you can always just have that experience in mind, you know.
Fortunate son intensifies. Some facts about made to wave the flag.
I'm just saying, man. I wouldn't be the guy I am today if it wasn't for working in
Nah,
customer
man.
service for like 12 years.
If Vietnam happened in like today's climate,
Iraq War.
oh my god, no! Like
Sorry.
if Vietnam actually happened in today's climate and they were dropping in ground troops, they would have like sad boy music blasting over Black Hawk speakers on the way in, or they'd have like Tekashi 6ix9ine or
Am I
Gucci Gang,
more
Gucci Gang,
than
Bada
you
Gang
want,
just
yeah.
on the way in.
As they're just launching missiles.
Yeah, just Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang.
The Flight of the Valkyries. It's Gucci Gang.
Yep. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Just
Well, I mean,
blasted 50 Cent over that sucker. My bullets whistle like
many men. Many men.
with death upon me.
Jesus
Blood in
Christ.
my eyes, dog, and I can't see. I'm just
I
trying to
can't.
be what I'm destined to be.
Yeah, it's like
I
a
can't with
sarcastic,
y'all.
like military, rap, military storytelling through rap. That would actually be pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Military storytelling through rap.
Yeah, man. Pretty cool. You think the streets?
Just a bunch of Black Hawk helicopters just pierce over the trees like, hi, kids, do you like violence? Do you want to see me stick 9-inch nails through each one of my eyelids?
Christ.
You would truly be the.
They would
great-
just start running.
Oh my god. So this is old news at this point, but I find it hilarious. So and after Eminem released the Death of Slim Shady, right?
Yeah.
So Gen Z or the younger, and I mean younger, I'm talking like teenagers have some teenagers, early 20s have now rediscovered Eminem, like Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP,
Yeah.
right? These motherfuckers there's been some of them coming at him again, all on TikTok, because I get all this bullshit on me on TikTok all the time, and it's fucking hilarious. They want to try to cancel Eminem.
Oh,
Well,
eat shit, you
cool.
young prick.
Didn't he say in the album like he's gonna
Yeah.
try to cancel?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, yeah,
that
he blatantly calls it out, but like, just has no one learned?
You can't cancel him. Hillary Clinton tried.
I think
Like-
it's
If Hillary Clinton couldn't do it, take a seat, kid.
Like, the U.S. government couldn't tell Eminem to shut up. Like,
Clinton tried to defile Slim Shady. Oh,
like
Uh,
he.
uh,
This is the dude. This is the guy that it just has never given a shit at any point in time in his career. Like, not once has he ever given a fuck. He has absolutely ruined at least two people I know of's careers. Maybe not careers per se, but like he made Machine Gun Kelly change genres of music.
Yeah.
And
Like-
apparently,
Apparently, what?
I can't keep that
Apparently-
joke, Jay, but that's really funny.
that boy wears skirts now. Listen, all I'm saying is after he dropped that, MGK started wearing skirts. I think Megan Fox started that boy. He was like, "You little
I-
bitch."
That's a weird.
all
cut.
I'm saying is that Eminem has never once been afraid of anything come at him, and I'm pretty sure he is not going to be afraid of a bunch of teenagers sucking on Tide Pods as they're dancing in a camera.
Well, thing, man, those are the people with the power, unfortunately.
But
These things.
boy, howdy, have they tried.
They have.
And then there was the one guy who just screams and cries into his camera. I don't know if you've seen him, the blonde-haired kid.
I think I've
He
seen
just,
him.
just screams and cries. He's like Chris Crocker if Chris Crocker was an emo kid.
Oh my God.
Except for he's like Joe Biden's Chris Crocker. Because that's what he was mad about.
Gee.
I don't know who Chris Crocker is. I'm just gonna say
Oh
it.
my God!
Leave
you don't
Britney alone.
leave Britney alone.
That dude.
It's Chris
Yes.
Crocker.
That man. We're going way back now.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm old as fuck. I was
You're
there
like-
when the internet was born,
He was
motherfucker.
like, "We're going way back now."
I was there when it was born, motherfucker.
That's going back to that chocolate rain. era.
Yeah,
I wonder
Chocolate
what happened to
Rain.
that dude.
Chocolate.
He's still doing
Some
shit.
state drive
Tayson
route,
Day?
others field
Tayson Day's been
day.
doing good.
What?
He's
still-
not like super famous or nothing, but he's still like rocking and rolling. He still makes content. He still does shit.
Good for him.
And I don't
Yeah.
Hell
know,
yeah.
man,
The
like,
voice still silky smooth as all fuck. I would love.
Oh yeah.
I would love for us to get popular enough where I could get Tayson Day to come on here just to talk to me. I want you to talk to me, Tayson Day.
you know,
Tell me a story. Tell me about your life.
Tell me an
Tell me about-
interesting story.
Tell me about Chocolate Rain, and then at some point, I just want you to look at John and go, "Shoot this motherfucker!" in his best Morgan Freeman impression, because I bet you that motherfucker could impersonate Morgan Freeman. He's got the voice for it.
You know who I want even more than Tayson Day on the podcast?
Who would you like to bring on?
The guy who did Unforgivable.
Oh my God,
Unforgivable.
yes. Unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
That
That
guy was
bitch
fucking
pregnant.
hilarious.
Man,
That guy was funny.
was so quick.
Bitch pregnant.
The dude who did I'm a snake. I'm a snake. That guy.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
he's super active on TikTok. He's still got the OG hat. He made a new hat so that way the old one didn't fall apart. But yeah, he still does shit on TikTok. He's done all sorts of shit and like worked on like other shit, like other popular shit. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he's done like work with like TV and shit like that in the background.
Okay, well, here's the thing. It will always be the silly snake guy. And he
Yeah.
knows that must be hard because you're trying to put out new stuff, you're getting inspired, but you can never break out of that. It's like the Hawk Tuah girl. She'll
Yeah.
never be
Yeah.
anything.
Oh yeah, she's getting a podcast.
She
She's
is.
getting her own $5,000 an episode podcast
Yeah, well,
called
that's the thing.
Hawk
Like, she's not
Talk.
a artist, she's milking it.
I hate that.
She'll be the first to tell you that she's just trying to get as much money out of this wave as possible. But if you're an actual
Yeah.
person and you want to be taken seriously, that's, I think, the worst thing that can happen is just you peak right from the get go.
To become a meme, like to become a meme when you're trying to become when you want to be something that's serious is the worst thing that could happen to you.
Oh yeah,
It will murder your career.
the typecast, just like
Yeah.
actors.
Well, like the guy who did the Sneaky Snake, he embraces it. So like he'll do his TikToks and he'll talk about shit he's done in his life and things that have gone on since then. But he'll wear the hat and he's obviously he knows what he is famous for. So like, you know, he's not afraid or ashamed to like reference it. But like I feel like let's say like this Hawk Tuah girl, yeah, she's gotten on, she's been able to meet all the celebrities and she's done this show and this show and the other, she's getting the podcast, all this other shit, da da da. But she's forever going to be known as the chick who taught everyone how to
Octua
spit
girl.
on it. Yeah, like she's always going to be Hawk Tua girl, you know?
Yeah.
Like when it all
But
boils down, you're the one who explained how to suck dick. Like
Wow.
it's more anyone can.
She is the antithesis to the how to go down on bitches Key and Peele skit.
yes.
Hold on, say that again.
Please tell me you know the Key and Peele how to go down on bitches skit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's the
Stop
antithesis
sucking
for the.
on the clitoris. It's like a million penis tips. It's like sticking your dick in a vacuum.
Stick your dick in a vacuum.
I don't know.
No, and it's just like stuff like that. Like, yes, is becoming a meme sometime really fun? Sure. Can you embrace and maybe not make a living off of it, but man, you sure can get yourself going, get started with it, you know?
Mhm.
But unless you're actually able to break out of that meme or that
Yeah.
like whatever, then you're just gonna it just ends up following around, haunts you, and you're stuck with it.
Mhm.
So like that's why like the initial thing of it pisses me off beyond belief. But then I think about it and I go, but you know what? Fine. You go ahead and ride this wave. You go ahead and ride this wave of all these creepy old dudes hope wishing that you were the one hawk doing on them. You know what I mean? You go ahead and ride this wave, and then when it all comes crumbling down and then you're not known for anything, cool. Have fun with it.
But
Have fun with
so
that.
here's the thing. She actually understands that though. Like she's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, like this I know that this is not permanent. She doesn't have delusions of grandeur. She's just like,
Which
I'm
is
gonna
good.
milk this for every cent that I get, and then once I'm done, I'm done. I'll just get out. Like, ooh.
Yeah, which I mean, hey, you know what? You do you, boo boo. I do think I think that has some kind of negative. That also has a pretty negative connotation of just like the work ethic of it. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks because we enable it as a culture, just in general. We enable it, but
Enable what? Milking
ugh.
out your
Being able to milk out stupid shit like Hawk Tuah or the Numa
Well,
Numa dance and
here's what I'll say about Hawk Tua, and I will leave this to the group. I don't think people see her as this like, oh my gosh, what whore. I think people see her almost as like, wow, she's actually super classy, but she has like a really bro sense of humor. What a cool chick. And I think that's the persona that's kind of viral. You could find any girl on the street and they
yeah.
could, oh yeah, you gotta spit on that thing, but it's not gonna mean you're gonna blow up. It's like that,
Well, yeah.
yeah.
She has that air of like the dude bro chick. This episode of the Dummy Time Podcast is brought to you in part by Southeast Carolina Crossroads. Addiction is a struggle many Americans suffer with. Being a slave to your vices is never a life one wants to lead, and in today's day and age, finding help with addiction, especially for men, can be just as daunting as the addiction itself. Southeast Carolina Crossroads wants to help you break free from the chains of addiction and give you the tools to help not only get out of the damaging cycle, but also provide skills and lessons to help maintain your sobriety. Their 13-week or 90-day residential program is designed to help men get the support they may desperately need to break free from their addiction and go on to live fulfilling lives without the shadows of drugs or alcohol. I have a great friend that suffered with alcoholism. It was ruining his life, his body, and destroying the person that I knew. And although I am not personally a religious person, I was able to see that the good Crossroads had done for him, and I couldn't recommend them more. So if you or a loved one are struggling to kick their addiction, give Crossroads a call at 910-549-8487 or apply online at secarolinacrossroads.com. Once again, that is 910-549-8487, or you can also apply online at secarolinacrossroads.com. Thank you, Southeast Carolina Crossroads, for helping my friend and sponsoring today's podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. And she was joking. I mean,
Works at a spring factory.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, and I get the persona and all that and why it blows up. It's just,
Well,
I get annoyed at it. It's like, damn, man.
That persona, if she was dead ass serious, like that would be kind of humiliating for her to blow up. Like,
Right?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, fuck it for her.
I mean, get your bread
Milk
though.
it while
Like
you can.
100%. Get your
bread.
piece.
You know,
Yeah.
probably gonna take that. She'll probably take that money. She's smart. You know what I'm saying? She'll probably
Yeah,
take
she
that.
gonna
Watch.
Invest it.
Like
Watch,
one
she
of the first
invests
things she
it.
did. One of the first things she did was find a manufacturer for merch.
Yeah,
She's like, I'm gonna
that
sell
guaranteed.
all
Any
my
money
merch.
she's probably gonna make, she's probably gonna funnel back and like make a business or invest it or
Oh yeah.
something. Like,
Well, she makes
like
merch. She'll sell a
Yeah,
bunch of
didn't she
merchandise.
like already like basically pay off her like grandma's house or something?
Pretty much. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's so I don't want to say it's easy because it's not easy per se. You have to make the right moves. There's such an element of luck that's involved that like you can't say that it's easy, but man, it is fucking easy to make money off stupid fucking people.
I mean,
Like,
yeah.
like it's not easy, but man, once you find whatever that little niche is that you know you can make that money, it is so
NFTs.
easy.
Fucking
Easy.
NFTs.
NFTs made people so much money off of the stupidity of others. And like it amazes me. It boggles my mind in some cases of like
yeah.
when you see it and you're like, man, damn.
But that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, though. Like when I first heard of NFTs, I'm like, why? It's a digital
Because
worthless.
that's because you weren't the market for it, Andre. You weren't the market for the stupid thing. The stupid thing was marketed to stupid people.
Get into NFTs. You gotta get into crypto. It's literally a net zero economy. The only
yeah.
way you can make money is if other people lose that amount of money by
Pretty
buying
much.
you.
And even with crypto, if you like crypto is one of those things like if you jumped on Bitcoin really super early, if you jumped on the crypto craze super early, got your little miner and started getting your piece, well then now you got yourself a nice little nest egg to sit on. If you keep your Bitcoin wallet, you still have it and this, that, and the other. Like you could actually have a nice little nest egg to sit on if you got on it early enough.
I made a killing on Doge. As I knew it was a joke, but I also knew it was a
Yeah.
joke that was gonna go the distance. And I
Yeah.
pulled out
Or the meme coins, yeah.
Yeah, I pulled out at 50 cents a coin. I got in at 8 cents a coin. Like,
Yeah.
I made a fucking killing on that shit.
But that's
Yeah.
no indicators. How can you possibly know the distance that a given meme stock would go?
So the thing with meme stocks is it's not so much as you know it's going to go the distance, it's how ballsy are you willing to be? Because see, Joe said he sold out at what you said, 50 cents a coin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doge got to like $1.05 before it fell out.
No. Cap out was
Didn't it?
65.
Oh, was it 65? Still
Yeah.
though, still it got up to 65. So if you think about it, it's basically with the meme coins, it's you buy in for when it's super cheap, a cent, 8 cents, whatever. Buy it out when it's super cheap, but then how big are your balls? How big are your balls? Are you willing to ride this out? And how willing you to ride the meme? And that's the whole joke of them is you get people going, keep holding, and
Yeah.
you'll see the fucking meme
They're
pop up,
not.
hold on to your
Tell
coins.
you for a fact they're fucking not.
Listen, all I'm saying, man, is like, had we we know now about Bitcoin. Like, dude, I'm sorry,
Oh.
Andre. Me and Andre were talking about Bitcoin back in like 2009, 2010. But
Yeah.
that was back when Bitcoin was like used for illegal shit.
Only
Now-
for
Yeah.
No.
we were intending to use it for illegal shit. I won't get into it. But
Now here's the thing. So
Listen.
there's really
was
like
this kid when we were in CAG, like there was this kid that like paid his dues in Bitcoin.
Mhm.
We didn't know what we had.
Well, yeah, that's the thing with no one
And then
knew.
I don't know who
when it
ended
came
up
up.
getting it.
So my whole thing is that so there's different types of of cryptocurrencies out there, and there really is to me only one that actually holds any water, and that is utility coins. Is that the coin serves a utility function to help pay for a service. That's it. That's
Wait,
the only viable coin.
you can't buy goods with it?
What?
can't-
You can buy goods within that. You can trade those coins for something, but the primary usage of that coinage is the exclusive payment for a utility or a function. So, like, let's say, okay, have you ever watched Silicon Valley?
No,
Silicon Valley.
dabble.
So
I'm-
in Silicon Valley, they create a coin for Internet 2 when they're working on it. Is that it is a functional way that that people can pay for Internet 2, essentially at a lower cost too,
Oh.
because the dollar ratio it worked out in their favor, but then it took off and now it outperformed Bitcoin. So it's like you can utilize it to pay for this direct service, or you can trade it as a fungible token.
I got you.
Yeah.
So it's basically like Cole's Cash.
Kind of, yeah.
Yep, Cole's Cash.
That's actually
or even,
Cole's Cash is absolutely a form of cryptocurrency.
Or and even in a sense, it's something. It's very limited. But if you look at like Eve Online, they have a whole economy in Eve that is real, tangible money economy. It's just
Hmm.
fake. It only works in Eve,
Yeah,
but you can still,
but you can't tell me that it's not real because everybody is using it.
it's recognized. It's recognized by fucking world governments as a real economy.
But can you exchange it for real currency?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
Uh-huh.
shit.
people are willing to trade.
Mm-hmm. Now, but it's one of those things. It's it's more or less like you pay me this amount of money and you get these things specifically in this game, but or it goes towards like these resources or these credits for this or whatever. I don't know that. I don't play Eve, so I don't know all the details of it. I just know that the economy in Eve that they've built has exploded to the point where it's like a functioning, tangible economy that's recognized as an economy, which is wild to me.
I mean, Warcraft did it.
Warcraft, yep, Warcraft's got one too, with their items and shit. It's yeah. When you think about it, like this kind of stuff existed.
Counter-Strike, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Counter-Strike's a big one.
I had a lawsuit about that because they were technically doing gambling for kids.
Yep.
Well, okay,
the loot
no,
crates.
so loot
Yeah.
crates are gambling, but yes,
Yeah.
the financial systems are not. And yes, in some countries, loot crates are actually disabled. So depending on
Belgium.
like what servers you're playing on, yeah, that
Belgium.
function is disabled.
Belgium, big time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Belgium
That was why I
actually,
hated.
Belgium actually sued Activision over their loot crate system because
Right, was
they
it for Advanced Warfare's loot crate system? 'Cause they were shit?
Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare 1 remaster, or Call of Duty 4 remastered. Yeah,
Zombies.
all those loot crates. Yeah, they sued the shit out of Activision over that, man. Because I mean, dude, that's just the same as like a scratch off.
Pretty much. And that's what it felt like too. Like I hated.
That is
one of the things I
100%
hated.
gambling. The same thing happened with Black Ops 1 and wager matches. Real money.
Yeah. Yeah, but those are what was it, Call of Duty points? You wagered?
Still, you're using real money, bro.
I mean, you're using
It may be
the
in-game
economy
money,
in the game.
but it's still real money.
You still
And
paid.
those
It had a
points
conversion.
carried.
Yeah.
Dude,
But it
I
had a
know a
conversion.
guy. I literally know a guy. Dude, your COD points stay the same no matter what you're on. I know a guy that
Literally,
has. What?
This is the plot from Rush Hour 2. You go to a casino, trade in your real money for their fake money, and gamble it all away.
I mean, that was Black Ops 1 wager
Yeah.
matches.
I remember the way, yeah, and it was the Call of Duty points, and I know they've carried over from the games, like game to game. But
I
yeah,
have
it's
a
just
friend,
it's.
I know a guy. Well, no, he's not a friend. I know a guy. He has thousands of dollars in COD points because that's what he used to do.
Jesus.
Wow.
Thousands of dollars.
Wow,
That's pretty cool.
that is wild though to think.
Gambling is fucking fun. And that's what makes it so dangerous.
I know
remember-
that's why I can't go to casinos.
Dude, I can handle casinos because I just lose immediately because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But The horse races?
Don't remind me.
The horse races, man. Wait until you land a trifecta box at the racetrack. You will be so hooked.
Nice. I can't go to casinos because I have what's known as an addictive personality, and so me and gambling don't get along. I learned that when I turned 18.
You want to know? You want to know something that's like a total kick in the face for me?
What's
What?
that?
So, I do loss prevention for my job right now, and if you can make certain metrics with my job, and it's really hard to do,
Like quotas?
pretty much, and you have to meet a certain standard. They fly only like a certain number of them out, but like the loss prevention program for where I work will to Las Vegas once
Oh,
a
shit.
year,
Yikes.
and like everything's paid for and all that
Oh damn!
for like the whole 9 yards. And I'm like
See,
the area loss prevention manager was telling me all this, and I just kind of raised my hand. I was like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "So I'm kind of a recovering alcoholic.
Mm.
I don't gamble. I'm gonna be honest with you, that doesn't really appeal to me. Just gonna go ahead and throw that one out there right now. That sounds fun, but not my kind of fun."
right. See, I could do something like that because it's such a
I go to
structured.
Vegas, bad thing happen. I only go to restaurants so I can get fat.
So I could do like if like it was something like that where a work thing was paying for it because my job does something like some of those similar things where they'll send to concerts and shit if you hit certain like numbers.
I'd need an accountability partner to go with me. Like someone
So
trustworthy who I know is like going to, like I don't know. I would not.
so funny enough,
Street.
I talked this out before, because work was offering like a Vegas thing possibly. And so what we were gonna do was that I was gonna only take one debit card. It was gonna be one debit card that only had this amount on it, and that is it. It was gonna be like a couple $1,000. Work was paying for the hotel, the flight, all that was paid for, just like you said. So it wasn't like the only thing I'd have to pay for would be like my own personal shit, um, extra food, or if I wanted to go gamble and that kind of stuff. So take like a couple $1,000.
Yeah.
That's where I go, and the only place I go is if I
Andre,
went,
I think mine was like a couple hundred.
yeah, and
I think I only did like a
only go to
couple hundred.
only go to the machines at the hotel that you're staying at. Don't leave the hotel that you're staying at. Only drink at the hotel that you're staying at. If you go anywhere at all, stay sober, take an Uber. And
Hmm.
that was the plan I had to make sure that I didn't go and spend every goddamn penny I owned and sell my house gambling.
Lord.
That's what's up. That's really smart. Cope ahead plan.
Yes. Thank you, DBT. But anyway, but it's getting about that time, man. We're about to an hour already.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, man.
I miss talking to you guys. It feel like it's been so long. But we're gonna talk some more because we're doing 2 of these today. So
I totally muted for a second so I could have a bite of something I've been talking for like the last 5 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay.
good job.
Oh, I'm like, these assholes are just ignoring what I'm saying.
Dude, I've been
But no, I was saying I would love to hear Andre's thoughts on the whole Skinner box manipulation of casinos.
All right, well, we'll get to that on next episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye.